Okay, the silver. Gotcha.
Okay. Stay right there. Good job. Oh, hi. Okay, I'll sit like that. Here I go. Okay, ready. You guys ready? Annika. Chase.
Annie,
Come here, Chase.
Chase.
Okay, girls, ready, my helpers? Look at your moms and say, you are my mommy,
My only mommy.
you make me
Me happy when skies are gray.
You'll never know,
dear, how much I
love you.
because of
Please don't take my mommy away.
Happy Mother's Day.
Dead time.
Hey, Dad. Hey, my kiddos. Kiddos, look at me. You guys be good and sit still for a minute, okay? And then we're going to watch something, okay? Show me how good you can be. Okay? Annika, show me how good you can be.
Bubbles in your mouth.
Yeah. Bubbles. You can pop them later. Just kidding.
No, you're not big girl.
Anyways, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of you. And let's see, I have to catch my breath. So I would like to make a tribute myself to a few strong women in my life. First, I would have to say that it'd be my grandma Mary, who is in the arms of Jesus now, who had led me to the Lord, and every time she visited us, she would read the Bible to my younger brother, sister, and I. And I'll never forget that I made the decision to live for Jesus, and how it changed my life forever. Hey, Taylor Jane. And second is my own mom, of course. Her name's Joanne. My mom had a rough start growing up. She had a very hard life. So she struggled with some parenting, and that's okay, because she still taught me everything I am today because of the trials and tribulations we had just growing up. I was not the easiest child either. I thought my mom was ruining my life forever because she told me no, or she wouldn't let me dress a certain way, or hang around certain friends. But that was because she loved me. And I loved my mom when she was able to take us to church, and for loving me unconditionally through my stubborn ways when I had bits of rage. And even though we didn't see eye to eye, I knew she was only a phone call away. Come here, beautiful. I knew we had an escapee. And as a mother myself, I wanted the best for my children. I wanted them to see me as a good example, not someone that, says, I don't want to be like my mom. I want to be anyone else but my mom. So I tried really hard. Did I tuck them in bed? Did I sing? Did I make them feel protected and safe in their home? Did I tell them I love them many times a day? But mostly, did I tell them about Jesus? I wanted a big family, and God granted me that wish. I have 3 biological children, 1 son in love, 2 daughter-in-laws, 5 foster children, 3 godchildren, and I was blessed with 10 grandkids. That's a total of 24 people in my home or in my life that I need to personally help get to heaven, and so that they know the Word. And yes, I am on a mission to do so, because some of my foster kids who have babies are not here. So I have to reach out through Facebook and Messenger and phone calls, things like that. But it is still my plan to get these kids there, because as mothers, that's what we do. We love our children and we want the best for them. And I have also been very blessed to have so many strong women in my life, because there was a time where I was a train wreck. I was bitter against how I grew up and my mom and different things in my life. Well, God knew that, and God brought certain women into my life that let me know it was going to be okay. I could still be a good person, things like that. So I really enjoy listening to older women that have seen and been through so much more than I learn from each one of them, and they have each molded me in different ways. Whether it be talking about their relationships, their struggles in their own lives, how they leaned on God, or how they were even angry with God, but how they overcame. And so much more. I became strong because of them. And there's a couple people that I think of right off the bat, and one is my Aunt Nikki. So my Aunt Nikki could not bear children. She had a hysterectomy at a very young age. And if you asked her when she was younger, what do you want to be when you grow up? A mother. And she couldn't. But she was like my mother. And my siblings. She was always there. She's still, she calls us and she checks up on us, and she makes sure we're going down the right path and checks on the grandbabies. So she's a huge mentor in my life on how to keep in touch, even if you're distant, because she's in New Mexico. Terry Baird was a lady that her and her husband mentored Dustin and I when we first got married, so that we would stay married. She was a big part of our lives. She helped us a lot, especially with rearing children, and that's what I needed to do. Catherine Bland, which is Jody's mom, I've seen her go through so much, and she stands so strong with God still. She's just like, it was God's will. And she stays happy. She stays focused, and she never once blames God for what happens in her life. And she hasn't personally talked to me about this. It's watching her. Because even though in my 40s, I still watch people, like my children and grandchildren still watch me. And I love her. My mother-in-law, she was the mom that I wished I had growing up. She was always there. She talked me through anything, and she didn't pick a side if Dustin and I were having issues. She was there to just love me. And so I'm greatly appreciative of her too. My grandma Dimmitt, who is also with Jesus, she taught me how to be proper and how to be kind, but to love Jesus with everything you have. Don't give up on stuff. Don't, you just love them. And so I've had all these other mothers in my life, and that is why. Some parents, mothers, will get upset if their children call someone else mom or aunt, and it's not really their aunt, or I'm not one of those. Jody is my mom, my kids' second mom. And if I'm not there, they will go to her and ask for help and guidance, but I also know that Jody won't lead them astray, because she loves them as much, if not more, than me some days. But we, and I am not related to Mariah's kids, but they're like my grandkids. I love them so much, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for them. But in this, everyone, even women that are unable to bear children or have gone through the adoption process or are single moms, there's purpose for you. There's reasons for that. And God's protecting you, but all mothers are important in every way. And, sorry, I see Ani jumping around back there. I even love the crazy moments. But, I was thinking of my mom last night, and I don't call her very much. I don't stay in touch. And I should. She's still my mom. I still love her. If something happened to her, probably be devastated. But if you guys go through that too, call your moms. Calling mine today. Let them know how you feel. And anyways, I had made a video to honor moms, and so I hope you enjoy it.